guys, thank you so much for clicking into this video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Feyi. It's good to have you here. Please join the family by clicking on the subscribe button down below and make sure you hit that bell button so you get notified every time I upload a new video. So in today's video, you guys are going to get ready with me to go absolutely nowhere. I know what's going around and you know what's going around, and I know that you know what's going around, and you know that I know that you know what's going around. So we are going nowhere. I know that this period may be one of a lot of anxiety for a lot of us, but that's okay. It's okay to be worried, it's okay to be concerned, but I feel like if we all take control of the things that we can as much as possible, we'll be able to get rid of this thing as soon as possible. So please don't forget to wash your hands. If you don't have access to soap and running water, please use an alcohol based sanitizer to sanitize your hands. Practice social distancing. Isolate yourself if you feel like you have those symptoms or you have come into contact with anybody who has those symptoms. As much as possible, you guys, let's just do the things that we can. Let's keep on praying and hopefully we'll get rid of this thing as soon as possible. Now, I know you guys did not come here to listen to me talk about something that you're probably trying to run away from. So I'm going to stop talking about that topic and focus on this beat. Okay, so in this tutorial we are going to be creating the look that I have on. If you guys want to see how I achieve this look, please keep on watching. So I'm starting off with a clean face, and I am going to be using my rich Hazel to cleanse my face, cleanse and tone my face. I'm using this black Opal setting powder. It's called the Invisible Oil Blocking Loose Powder. It's in the shade Invisible. I'm going to be mixing these two shades. This is Mocha and this is Deep Sable. I'm going to be mixing these two shades for my foundation. To make sure that all of this is well blended in, I'm going to take my blending sponge from Evita and I'm going to use this to push the product in. I'm quickly going to move to doing my brows off camera. If you guys want to see how I do my brows, I have a brow tutorial up on my channel. You can check that out for how I do my brows. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm done with my brows. To prep my eyelid, I'm going to be mixing two shades of concealer. I'm using the e.l.f. Pro Concealer in the shade Porcelain and Fawn. I'm going to be mixing these two shades on my eyes because today I'm doing a bronze. Hi God, the English is not coming. Okay, so I'm going to be mixing these two shades. I'm going to be blending these two shades on my eyelid. I'm using my concealer buffer brush from Suede. Now I'm pushing the product in with my blending sponge from Evita. Just going to use this to push that concealer into my lid. To set my concealer, I am going to be using this shade from my Morphe 3502 palette. To start off the eye look, I'm picking this shade from my the same palette, and I'm going to be applying this all over my eyelid. I don't know how to explain it, but what I'm going to be doing is going to be applying this as a transition color, but then it will go all over my eyelid. Next, I'm taking a smaller blending brush. Taking a smaller blending brush, and I am going to be packing this shade right, blending the shade right into my crease. I'm blending it underneath the shade that I had previously applied. Okay, so to darken my inner and my outer corners a little bit, I'm taking my LA Girl gel liner in the shade Very Black. So I'm going to be applying this with a flat brush in my inner and outer corner, sort of drawing that round shape that I'd like. So I'm going to be applying this just a little bit in my inner and outer corners. To quickly blend that out, I'm going to be taking this shade. I'm going to be taking this shade from, it's a dark brown shade from my Morphe 3502 palette, and I'm going to be using that to blend out the black that I have just applied. To cut my crease, I'm using the same brush that I used to clean up my brows and the concealer. So I'm going to be putting a little bit of the concealer on my lid. And then look up. So I'm going to just pat the concealer on to create that spotlight effect that I'm looking for on my lid. Okay, so while this dries up, I'm going to quickly do the other eye and I'll come back to this. So now that I'm done cutting my crease, I'm going to take my finger in and I'm going to blend out this concealer since it has refused to dry properly. I'm going to blend out this concealer, especially around the edges. Then I'll go back in with this brush and then blend between the brown and the black. So the dark brown shade blends between the brown and the black. This isn't as dark as I would like, so I'm going to be mixing a little bit of black with this dark brown shade, and then I'll go back in. Okay, let's do that. Now we'll take the brown shade, the true brown shade, and we're going to use it to blend here. Okay. To fill in the middle of my eyes, I'm going to be taking my shimmers from my Focallure Twilight palette. I'm using these shades. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my hand in this, my finger in this, this, and this. Okay. So it's going to give me like a copper bronzy tone, which is exactly, yes, which is exactly what I'm going for this look. I'm going to apply it in the middle of my eyelid. I'm going to just be drawing a simple line, nothing too dramatic, because like the eye is already dramatic enough. Okay, so just a simple line, very close to my lash line. So for lashes, I'm using these ones from Joe Fix Lashes on Instagram. It's in the shade Fancy. They're like spiky, fluffy lashes. I'm going to be applying these off camera, and I'll be back to do the rest of my face. Okay, I'm done with my lashes. Next we are going to move on to the rest of the face. So I went ahead to repeat the steps that I did on top of my lid, on my lower lash line. Okay, so like, yep. And then I applied blush and a little bit of highlight. So now we move on to lips. For lips, I'm thinking dark Vampy lips. So as I said, I'm going to be lining my lips with the dark brown pencil.